Coach, thanks. We are about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, block 11!
Come on, D. Check.
Run 80!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's see what you got.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Boy, no. No chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Raider 9. Hey, high 7.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Terry. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
49's the Mike.
694.
Let's go. Mike's 49. Mike's 40.
Hey, Zoo.
All day.
Express.
All day. The other. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Hey, let's get in them home.
From the 41, Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Third down. 3rd and 9.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
49. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
Alpha.
I know he ain't got it. Mike, check. 59.
On 3rd down, Rivers.
I'm about to take you to
And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Quick the edge. Come. You go tight. You got tight.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr, the open man here, Renfro. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Carr to throw again. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd and 9, Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Load it.
That's a gain of 7.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 22. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this is complete. It's Allen. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jacobs now. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These two teams have been in the same division, meeting twice a year for decades, and there was some buzz in the press box earlier about the Holy Roller game in 1978. That's when Ken Stabler was about to get sacked, fumbled the ball, it got pushed forward. Dave Casper fell on it in the end zone, and the Raiders would win 21-20, and that was the catalyst for changing the offense's ability to advance a recovered fumble. A little history lesson for all you youngsters out there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's going to look for Allen now. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
No gain on this defense. No.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Charlie!
53, Mike.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, easy. Behind.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Now Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Flushed out right. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Twenty-three-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Watch the slant. Check, Chief. Fresno.
Hey, 734.
From the 29, Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know you felt that one.
Play action now. Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. They run on 1st down with Jackson.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Mike's
Set. 380.
Mike's 5'4".
You ain't doing nothing today.
You ain't
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Score! Touchdown!
Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Kill.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tighten up.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Tight right. Odd, odd, odd. 3 down, 3 down. Odd, odd.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
36-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight end left, tight end left. 3 down, 3 down.
3 down, 3 down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Day, baby.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Rush in. Rush in. Alert 3, alert 3.
Rivers out quickly here to Allen.
Switch.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start here with Jackson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rivers caught by Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Rivers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing, Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The throw complete here to Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Terry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
Hey, Delta.
90 is a Mike.
You ain't going nowhere.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
90 is a Mike. It's our field.
Throwing now is Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Move.
Throwing again. Carr throwing the out route and complete. That's Terry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Smoke.
Carr.
You ain't doing nothing
And
today.
a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
218, chopper. Hey, watch it. Hey, red, white, 80 high.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now look at him go. 20, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the home team here, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.